Alright YouTube, today we're going to be working on this subwoofer here, and this is a special subwoofer. This one's one of Jeff's builds here, the JVF Customz 3.3, and this happens to be one of the ones going in the Jeep. We got this finished product over here, drying. I'm going to go ahead and show you how we're going to build it. So we got some parts laid out. This is just the basic motor, straight from China. It's his design already put together. Coil. Is this your coil? Okay. Not his coil, but a coil. It's a dual 0.7. You can see it's pretty beefy looking. So I think the first thing, well, Jeff's going to step me through in order to get it right, but I think the first thing we were doing was putting the basket on.
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to have our tools here, and we got some hardware. I'm just going to go ahead and line up the holes. There they are. There's a washer and screw. Don't want to stick it in the gap. It's going to hold the camera from me because it'll suck up in that gap. It's a very strong magnet here. So I can't even get it in the hole.
You can't find the hole.
I can't find the hole. Alright, there we go. Okay, it goes threaded down. Here's a drill here, except it's going to steal my bit. But you can see how magnetic these are. See? Takes it right away. I'm gonna go ahead and keep doing it. I think this is a two-handed job because it just keeps stealing stuff. Alright, so the next part, we're gonna be shimming this coil up in the gap, and we're gonna be mounting a spider on it, getting all set up. And Jeff has already set me a mark on here, I think. Yep, right there. So that mark, we want that to be at the top of the gap here. And that's how we're gonna know where the coil is gonna belong. And then we have our spider here. And the spider's kind of going real tight. So what he was saying to do is he stretched this hole out a little bit. Just kind of like tug on it. You know, you need two hands, and you're just going to open up the hole. And we're going to slide it down. I'll get this prepped, and then we can put it on. Alright, so we got this spider set up on the coil here. Got our shims in the gap. Help get it centered. And then this mark Jeff had set up right there at the top of the gap. So that helps us determine where the spider is supposed to be. And we'll make sure it sits down here. And all I'm going to do is get some CI glue, and we're going to put a little tack just to hold that where it belongs. So we can pull it back out and put a bead down on the basket for it. And we got some activator here. Double check it. Mark's good. The spider should be down. Let's make sure the glue is in there, and then we can go ahead and give it a second, and then I believe it's ready to pull back out. Got all these lined up so that they all can solder. I think we're ready to pull it out. One piece. Okay. Okay, so we got that second bead on there. A little nicer this time than I had two hands. Trying to do this with the camera is kind of tough. But next part is we're going to drop the spider down, get it put in the basket. So I'm going to rough up this little landing right here, all the way around it. A little glue. Will bond. Just a little rough up, and then I'm going to basically lay down a whole bead around here, and we'll sink that spider down We also have a ring to hold it with somewhere around here. So we'll get to that step and I'll show you. Okay, so everything's clamped, put into place. We got our shims. So we're gonna go ahead and spur activator on this bead here. Come inside. Go underneath. Let it sit up for a little bit. Then we can pull this ring off. We actually don't want to pull the ring off, but we tap the ring off so we can break that little bead. Sometimes the little bead touches the ring. We don't want to pull the spider back up, so we'll just tap it off from the side. Once that's up, we can start dealing with some of the other things.
Getting there.
Yep, so we're getting there with this one, and everything's seated, spider's down. Made a little boo-boo right here, but it's my first time doing it for a long time. And anyway, now it's time to start playing with these terminals. Put these terminals on. So we got these nice 4-gauge push terminal, and they just bolt on, and then we gotta solder the leads down onto them. So I'm gonna go set these all up, and then get some soldering done, and then we'll have our leads. So we soldered that up. We're getting the leads prepped so we can drop a cone on this thing. Sundown Rev 2 for these. Very cool looking cone. Let's tuck all the leads around it. We're going to mark on the cone where the leads go. All the little notches in it. Let's notch out the cone just so everything fits real snug without any clearance issue.
You got one of the donuts? Like the cheese thingy?
Hell yeah. There's the notches. They fit around all the wire leads here. Just drop that on there. I'm going to use 2 hands.
Yeah.
And we'll lay some beads. Get this thing, sand this basket, get all prepped, and then we're ready to put a cone.
See, Ray did it. He
A
reused
little
the coils.
flex on there.
Reuse the coil? Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
Only I can do that. You reuse a coil twice. A little flex on those guys.
Ray, where'd you find all this time to work on your Jeep, man?
I ditched school. Alright, so the cone's in, everything's soldered. Don't forget to pull out the shims.
Reno out the racecourse.
And then
We've done so.
all we have to do is we're going to put a nice fat bead of epoxy around this whole thing.
Yeah, the racecourse.
And then we can put a dust cap.
Well, I went back there again and retested it, and then it was fine on my clamp.
Well guys, look at that. Kind of ended up skipping a few parts in the video here. Got excited and finished up all the subs. But basically, we threw on the dust caps and let it all cure. And loaded them in. So now they're all wired up, and I actually got a little sound out of them last night. I'm chasing down an RCA issue, so I'll be working with it again today. Gotta put the port back on and start playing with it, but definitely a lot of potential here. So just gotta clean up and figure out my little issue, and should be on the track. So that's the video on building the subs. Gonna just leave you guys with this as a teaser. And very soon we're gonna be seeing this on power. So stay tuned. This build's getting real close. It's been a whole year now and we're down to it. So hope you guys like what I had envisioned all this time. This is kind of what we're looking at. So I'm gonna go ahead and put up a little slideshow now of all the pictures and stuff I got. And hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys, and tune in for the next video coming real soon on this thing. It's gonna be crazy.